That really echoes what I've heard a lot of our guests say about leadership in general, which is have a vision, communicate that vision, get everybody on board with your vision. So, yeah, absolutely, 100%. If I can ask you about your capacity in learning and development, like in that area, how are you addressing workforce challenges like retention and engagement in today's labor market?
Well, kind of goes back to my leadership style. I want to listen, going back to that communication element, but listen deeply. I'm not just talking about sending out surveys and extracting data, but having the meaningful conversations when you're at that coffee shop with one of your colleagues, exactly asking them or remaining curious throughout that dialogue. And so I say, yeah, listening, but listening deeply is essential. So when we're in our hotels and restaurants, beverage outlets, we want to make sure that we understand our staff needs, their motivations, and that we're ultimately investing in that kind of micro learning and that skill building programs to kind of enhance that skill set and competency within the individuals and groups we have the opportunity to have discourse with. And ultimately, we want to have those learning experiences to kind of have that real advancement opportunities within our workforce. And also, we want to talk less about roles and more about growth paths. So this offers the opportunity that we have to be flexible. We have to make sure that what we say and do is with purpose and that we're looking forward to always upskilling individuals and our staff members within this challenging environment we're all in.
I love how future mindset that is, instead of looking at your role, looking at your growth path. I think that that's so incredibly valuable, at least to our younger generation of workers. I think that that's fantastic. um, I did want to ask you a follow-up to that. And as far as like the current needs of the industry and what trends that you're seeing right now, how do you stay up to date on everything? Because I know as a hospitality educator, it's been a long time since I've worked in industry, right? But I still find it very important, if not vital, to stay up to date on what's happening and how they're happening. How do you do that?
Well, I get to move around and travel quite often, East Coast, West Coast, North, South, very often. So I'm having those coffee shop conversations. I'm eavesdropping on other conversations regarding the richness within our hospitality sector. So I have those indirect conversations, but I also have those formal conversations. I have the privilege within our education sector to have some insider information from our advisory board. So acknowledging the benefits of having the community, the industry involved in focus groups, advisory, serving in advisory capacities, kind of give you that inside information on what are the unique challenges, what are the strengths and weaknesses within industry. So I would say always seek out opportunities to have those indirect, informal conversations. Yes, glean from those your curiosity from those coffee shop beverage conversations, but also have those formal mechanisms that support your endeavors within the hospitality segment, such as having a formal focus group, advisory board, where they can breathe information into the whereabouts and doings of our industry, and also turn ship and also have be engaged in making sure that we're putting forth the best action plans and action steps to move the hospitality needle forward.
I love that you said eavesdrop because I'm absolutely guilty of the same thing. Anytime I'm at a restaurant, anytime I'm at a hospitality establishment, I'm definitely watching, listening, just kind of listening in, especially to our employees. So, yeah, I love it. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Lance.
it's interesting. You talked about eavesdropping. Um, Several weeks ago, I was at a restaurant, and a new associate was being trained. And I'm there with my wife, and she wants to talk, and I'm like, shh, right? And she's like, what? She goes, I'm not even loud. I go, it's not about you this time. It's not about me asking you to calm down. I'm listening. And the trainer was doing such a great job training this new associate. And I was sitting in my seat going, that was good. Way to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I went over to them later as we were leaving, and I said, you know what? You did a really good job explaining everything. You were just outstanding. How did you learn this? Where did you get this from? And she talked about it came from her manager. And she talked about the importance of how the manager explained things to her, but that the manager always talks about what's coming down the pike and how they want that restaurant to stay in tune and be ahead of the curve on everything. So it wasn't just we got trained, it was we have ongoing training, and that the manager attends many industry events to stay in touch with what's going on, right? And so that's what I remember from that conversation. Dr. Crawford, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about your book. AI is effing hospitality. We're going to talk about it. But here's what we want to do right now. We're going to show everyone a QR code where they can order the book. So you can go right there, take out your device, scan it. You can order the book right there. And we're going to talk more about the book, some insights from it, what motivation behind it. You're going to want to buy this book. Miranda says she's already shared it with colleagues, and they say it's on their reading list already. And I'm going to get a copy and spread the word about it. But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about that book. You're watching Checking In.
Announcing the newest show from the Leon Thomas Group, Cooking with Kids in the Kitchen.
Each week, we're going to have kids on the show in their home kitchen, showing us their culinary expertise right here on Cooking with Kids in the Kitchen. If you know of a kid that would be great to have on Cooking with Kids in the Kitchen, contact Leon Thomas with the Leon Thomas Group.
His email address is leon@theleonthomasgroup.com.
That's leon@theleonthomasgroup.com.
Cooking with Kids in the Kitchen.
At Rod's Car Repairs, we work on all cars, old cars, new cars, and your car. Car Repairs by Rod.io.
Baked by Brianna has been your Baltimore hometown bakery since 1969. Located in Roxton Plaza, Baked by Brianna. Visit bakedbybrianna.io.
From the creative team that brought you The Browning Project and Dead by Morning comes a new thriller that will change the way you look at white-collar crime forever. Falling from the Sky.
I'm Leon Thomas with the Leon Thomas Group. Podcast, virtual events, webinars, streaming shows, and so much more. We want to be your partner in all things virtual.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Checking In. Leon Thomas and Miranda Kitterlin Lynch here with our guest, Dr. Herman Crawford. Now, I know I said we're going to get into the book, and we will, but we have to ask you a non-signature question first. Racquetball or pickleball?
Racquetball.
Yeah.
Racquetball. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He gets to stay on the show. We get to promote the book forever and ever and ever. He says racquetball. Yes.
Leon, I was worried about your blood pressure. Dr. Crawford, someone previously said pickleball, and I thought that Leon was going to need emergency services.
Well, I definitely, I felt the need to go that route, so I'm on his side right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, that might change.
Dr. Crawford, you're welcome back here anytime. In fact, you can come on every day if you want. You are welcome here anytime. All right. That's enough about all of that stuff. Go ahead, Miranda.
Well, I just wanted to ask you about the book, and I'm sure you're going to tell us a little bit more about it. But just to begin, what inspired you to write this book, and why now?
Great question. Well, now we all know this buzzword. It's not a buzzword, it's a household name now, AI. And it is definitely moving faster than ever. It's definitely impacting or influencing the hospitality industry. So I saw a gap in honesty. I saw that there was some real talk to be had regarding AI's impact within our industry. And so I wanted to write something practical, not just academic. And so it was about preparing our staff members, preparing our industry, not just about systems, but about how can we have an imprint on utilizing our systems to make service more impressionable on our guests. So this book was more about challenging the normal academic approach and really getting down and dirty to making sure that I was able to identify the challenges that industry might encounter, talk to those who are already overcoming some of those barriers, and ultimately enfolding that into this material. So this book is what I wish I had about 3 or 4 years ago when I didn't know nothing about AI.
I think that is so cool, because I am telling you, the more that I learn about AI, the more I need to know, which is why I immediately hit my order button on your book. So tell me, well, Leon, I'm sorry if you wanted to jump in. I feel like I'm hogging all the questions here because I have all the questions.
No, go right ahead. I'll get mine in because I haven't even had my rant yet. So
Oh, this is true.
Go ahead, Miranda.
So how can hospitality leaders balance the push for these AI-driven efficiencies with the need to preserve that authentic human connection with guest experiences?
Yeah, definitely. So I think, or I know that AI can be used to free people up, free our staff members up, not replace them. So keep the guest journey rooted in that emotion, not just automation. So this calls upon us having a workforce that is trained to partner with our AI tools and not just compete with them or see them as someone who's intruding upon our labor market. So let AI, I would caution general managers, staff members, educators, let AI handle speed. Let our human workforce handle the soul. And so tech should disappear into great service and not just dominate it. And I believe that's the essence of this evolving transition to us partnering with and being supported by AI.
Mm-hmm.